If you want your YouTube channel and business growth to look like this, then keep watching. This is one of our clients, Symoné, and we started working with her right here, as you can probably guess, and we went parabolic, okay? From July 1st to July 15th, she booked 250 qualified sales calls directly from YouTube Organic. This is with zero ad spend, and I'm about to break it all down for you here today. So this is what I like to call the YouTube sales funnel. Most business owners post random content hoping something sticks, but a YouTube sales funnel is my strategic system that turns cold viewers into high-paying clients. It's not about going viral, it's about attracting your ideal client with targeted solutions, building unshakable authority, and converting them with undeniable proof. This system works 24/7 to pre-qualify and pre-sell prospects, so by the time they get on a call with you, they're already convinced you're the only person who can solve their problem. And of course, as a byproduct, you will get views and subscribers as well. The best part is this works even if you're starting from complete scratch. So here's the proof, okay? This isn't theory. This is the same system I've used to generate millions for clients. This is Eddie Cumberbatch. He went from 54K a month to 430K a month. I have an interview for him right here, and he's made over 1.8 mil directly from our video content. This is Daniel Fazio. In the first 82 days, he made 108K, and the more updated case study from a year ago, he's made 500K and 250 qualified calls. I need to record a new one because we've been working with him for about 2.5 years now. This is Matt Lucero, and every single month he closes 8 to 15K in new recurring agency clients per month. About like 8 to 11 to 12-ish K of that is retainers. The other couple thousand is one-off projects. You can see here in July, $7,500 deal, 2,500 trial, to 5.5K per month recurring deals, 2,500 trial, 5K one time. All of this is directly from YouTube Organic with zero ad spend. And we already talked about Symoné. And the best part is this works even if you have no existing audience. This is Othman. He runs a lead gen agency and closed his first deal from YouTube in 3 weeks while averaging just 200 views per video. This just goes to show that you don't need a million views to make money from the platform. This system works best if you have a high ticket program or info product or a service you're selling online, or if you plan to start selling one in the future. That's how our clients are able to get paid heavily, 50 grand a month to 500K a month directly from their channels by promoting their offer in the description. Now let's get into the sauce. So this is the 3-part content system. Instead of posting content randomly, you're going to create 3 specific types of videos with a posting schedule of 4 to 8 videos per month. Your content mix should be 50% action-based, 30% educational, and 20% social proof. I know you're probably wondering, Ayman, what the hell does that mean? So let me break it down for you. So action-based content is your top of funnel, and these are step-by-step tutorials that solve a specific problem. This is a painful problem for your ideal client. This is the entry point to your funnel, attracting people who are actively searching for solutions. So for example, right here, we have how to come up with YouTube video ideas that get clients. Next one, how to write a YouTube video script in under 30 minutes. These are personal examples from my own YouTube agency. So if you think about it, if somebody wants to start a YouTube channel or potentially engage with an agency, usually they want to see how to do it themselves first. That's the business owner mentality. And then from there, after they watch these 2 videos, they're going to get so much value and then realize they could just pay me and I will do it all done for them and get them results. That's kind of the thought process people go through. And then next up, we have educational content, which is the middle of funnel. It's also partially top of funnel, but these videos aren't tutorials, okay? They're positioning pieces. You educate your audience on industry insights, break their false beliefs, and introduce your unique methodology. This is where you build authority. Here's an example why YouTube is the best way to get high ticket clients in 2025. And then the third one here is social proof bottom of funnel content. So this is where you separate yourself from everyone else. You don't just talk about results, you show them. This content shortens sales cycles because prospects see the proof before they even book a call. And here's the 2 types of social proof. We have client interviews, which is a 10 to 20 minute call with a successful client where you discuss their transformation and experience working with you. So for example, I have an interview with Daniel Fazio on how we made him an additional 108K in cash collected. Next up, we have case study breakdowns. So this is you on your own. You're not on a call with the client on Riverside or Zoom, and you're breaking down the exact step-by-step process you use to get a client a specific result. So for example, here's my breakdown on how we scaled Eddie Cumberbatch to 430K a month. That's another video on my channel. Now let's go into how to generate unlimited video ideas. The idea of your video is the most important part about booking calls through YouTube. Most business owners overthink what they should be making videos about, or they just completely underthink, right? Meaning they don't make any videos and miss out on the best way to book organic calls. After working with over 100 plus clients across every online business niche and getting them 5 to 10 clients per month organically from YouTube, on average, we've dialed down the process for coming up with video ideas that work for literally every niche. Because at the end of the day, it's just human psychology. So method number 1 for coming up with ideas is stealing from your competitors, but not direct competitors because we don't want to be copycats. So you're going to find 5 channels that are in a similar space as you, and then you're going to analyze their most popular videos from the last 6 to 12 months. You're going to look for patterns in titles, topics, and formats, but make sure you don't copy, okay? You're going to take their proven format and then adapt it to your unique angle and expertise. From there, you're going to want to add your own spin on the thumbnail, title, etc. So overall, you're not copying from direct competitors. So just to make that clear, let's say I'm a dropshipping coach. I'm not going to copy from another dropshipper. Instead, if I'm a dropshipper, I'm going to look at somebody who's selling an agency course, or I'm going to look at someone who's selling another course, and I'm going to take their winning formats, bring it over to my channel. And now since I have a different business than them, the content of the video is going to be completely different, but we're just taking the way that they displayed that information. This is the same thing you do on paid ads, where you look at somebody's ad library and you take the winners. Method number 2 is going to be breaking down your service into steps. So take your main offer or service and break it down into 8 to 10 distinct steps your clients need to go through to get results. So for example, for me with a done for you YouTube service, we have ideation, scripting, recording, editing, thumbnails, SEO, and posting. So let's say you're a dropshipper, there's like the creating your store part, there's the setting up your LLC part, there's the finding your product, there's the how to set up your Facebook ad account, how to launch the ads, how to come up with creative ideas. There's all these different steps, and then these are going to create different content buckets. So each of these videos becomes one individual idea, and then you can also combine all of them into one monster video, which is exactly what you're watching right now on my channel. And you can also take each one individual idea you come up with and then split that up into different ideas. So you can make one video that's like how to script out a YouTube video, but then the next one is maybe like how to script out a YouTube video using AI. And then the next one can be using a specific framework. So you can create different types of the same content. But we'll talk a bit more about this free course format a bit later. Method number 3 is to use proven title formats. So these formats have been tested across 100 plus clients and consistently book calls and sign deals. So here's the action-based formats, how to result in 2025 from $0 to desired end result. So for example, how to dropship in 2025 from 0 to $2 million, whatever it might be. How to use Apollo.io 2025 full tutorial, how to come up with YouTube video ideas, stop doing Facebook ads, do this instead to make $1 million, whatever it might be. Okay, you're going to replace all of these parts in brackets to whatever fits your service. Next up, we have educational formats. So niche has changed in 2025. Here's everything you need to know. Facebook ads, dropshipping, whatever it might be. Are Facebook ads a scam? Is dropshipping a scam? The best way to result in 2025. These are just a couple formats to help you get started, and these are proven. Social proof formats, how Eddie Cumberbatch went from 54K a month to 430K a month, case study breakdown. These are different formats that you can just adapt to your niche. I'm trying to make it easy for you to get started and start getting clients from YouTube within the next 30 to 60 days. Method number 4, mine your existing content. So if you ever get DMs and emails from people asking you questions, like a common question we get asked is like, oh, why should I hire you instead of an editor? We're fundamentally completely different from an editor. That's just like 10% of what we do as an agency. And I got this question a couple of times. So I was like, okay, if like 5 people ask me this question, it means 10,000 people have the same question. So I went and I turned that into a YouTube video. For you, maybe if a lot of people ask you, what's the best place to set up your LLC? Or maybe it's like, what's the best app to use to build your e-com store? You know, Shopify, WooCommerce, whatever, even though everybody practically uses Shopify, you get the gist. So turn your frequently asked questions into videos. Next up, you have sales calls. So you can take all of your transcripts, run them through AI, and then see which objections come up repeatedly. From there, you can address them inside of your videos. And next, you have client results. So this ties back into the social proof format. You want to just turn every client transformation into content. Now, here's real examples from our clients. Matt Lucero runs a marketing agency. This video, how to use Apollo.io in 2025 full tutorial, actually ranked first on Google. So if right now you're watching this video and you search Apollo.io on Google and you look at the home tab or you look at the videos tab, you're going to see Matt ranks first on top of all the other videos. On the right here, we have how to send 1,000 cold emails per day without landing in spam. Both of these videos are action-based. These are our top of funnel pieces of content. People are going to watch these videos and then go and watch the rest of Matt's content. Now, going back to this first video here, everybody who searches Apollo needs more leads. It's a lead database in case you don't know. And Matt's service literally gets them leads and clients. So we're now positioning his offer in front of 80,000 plus people all hungry for more clients. Now, just to show you a couple of Symoné's videos, we have how to pass the CompTIA Security Plus, how to find tech jobs below competition, best tech certifications. This is an educational one. This is action-based. This is action-based. This one is like a broad, like my story type of one. Action-based, educational, action-based / educational, you get the gist. So you want to have that split between action-based content and educational so that you can get people into the funnel while also still showing that you're an authority. You really need to make sure your content is actually valuable. The last thing you want is to make videos where somebody clicks it, watches it for 10 or 15 or 20 minutes, and then they realize that you're just full of BS. Next up, you have your free course video, which is what you're watching right now. This is anywhere from like 45 to 90 minutes long, and the contents of the free course, again, should be exactly like this presentation you're watching right now. You're going to want to drive traffic to this from external sources to artificially boost it and then just let it fly. As long as you have the right title, thumbnail, contents of the video, the algo will push it if you do it right and follow my strategy. And for the CT at the end, you're basically going to give the viewer 3 options. You're going to say, treat this like every other video and do nothing. Try and do it yourself and either fail or just quit after a bit because you're too busy or whatever reason. Or you can just work with me and I'll do it fully done for you. So that brings me to my next point, which is if you want me to do this YouTube system fully done for you, click the first link in the description, okay? Because I'm going to do everything from the ideation to the scripting, editing, thumbnails, SEO, posting. You just have to record for 2 to 3 hours per month and you'll get 5 to 10 high ticket clients per month as a result. Of course, that depends a bit on your niche, but once we're on a call together, I can set honest expectations. So if you're interested, we can maybe get you more or it'll be a bit less. But if you're interested in working together, just hit the first link down in the description. So here's a couple free courses we've done. One for Eddie, 158K views, Samir, 129, 51K views, 58K, 259K, 16K, 36K. And these print. They're really, really good because they're optimized for specifically making money, just like the whole channel is. But the free course videos are just different, the way we do them at least. A lot of people try and replicate them, but don't really get them to hit as hard. And that's because they don't follow our framework. Last point on the ideation before I move forwards to scripting, which is extremely important since YouTube looks at your transcripts. It's very important you do the ideation properly instead of just shooting random videos. Ideally, you want to target search-based keywords as it's the easiest way to create an evergreen channel that compounds and grows your lead flow and authority. So for example, the how to get into tech keyword in the US alone gets about 20 to 50K searches per month. Government jobs gets 200K plus searches per month. I'll show you the screenshot in a sec. Symoné ranked number 1 and number 2 for how to get into tech. And then for government jobs, she ranked number 2. And as a result, she got 250 qualified calls in 14 days. So this is on an incognito tab. You can try it for yourself. Just make sure you're in the US. And then this is government jobs. We're actually ranking first right now. The best part is this works even when she doesn't post for a month. The content's evergreen and continues generating leads 24/7. So this is me in the YouTube studio. I'm gonna click refresh just so you know that I actually have access to this channel. And you can see here, this is just one of our action-based videos. It just constantly keeps on climbing. Okay, this was posted over a year ago and it's still climbing today. If I check in the last 7 days alone, it's gotten 1,600 qualified views. And I'm saying qualified views because tell me who's going to watch this video other than somebody who wants to pass this exam. It's such a niche type of thing, but we still popped off with it and we got 37% of the views from YouTube search. And if you know anything about how search traffic works, it's extremely high intent because 37% of the people who watched this video went into the search bar and typed this in directly or related keywords. And one thing I mentioned earlier is that her channel's evergreen. We still work with her, by the way, on 2 channels, but she was traveling a bit and had some things going on. So she only posted one video and we still got 141,000 views without anything new going viral or something. These are views from old videos you made a year ago, videos you made a year and a half ago, videos you made 6 months ago. She just constantly gets about 5,000 views per day passively. And that's the power of YouTube when done right. You can see exactly where we started working together. It just went crazy upwards. Here's the transformation, okay? Before working with us, she was just flexing G-Wagons, cars, making like lifestyle content. You know, nothing wrong with this, but it's not going to get you clients or grow the channel. And Symoné wanted to get clients and grow the channel. So we switched that up. Instead of targeting the wrong audience, we got her channel looking like this. You can see it's performing much better. We're making step-by-step career tutorials, GovTech job breakdowns, certification guides and roadmaps, and client success case studies. And as a result, she's getting consistent 6 figures a month from the channel, from high-ticket clients, 10 to 80K views per video. So by far the biggest lever we pulled for Symoné was the channel strategy, not the editing. Remember that. So next up, we have how to script videos that convert. There's 3 parts to a script that book calls. There's the hook, there's the body, and there's the outro. Think of it like a sandwich. The secret to good video scripts is trimming literally every single piece of fat, okay? Because less is more. So for part 1 here, we have the hook. So this is one of the word for word parts of the script and it has one job: keep people watching. You have 30 seconds to prove that this video is worth their time. So there's 4 elements to the hook. You want to relate to the viewer, so start with their current situation, and then establish credibility, show proof you've achieved what they want. Step number 3 is tell them what they'll get, be specific about the value, and then number 4, add the hook. So give them their dream result without the pain. So here's the title of a video: how I made 6K in 23 days with my content agency as a complete beginner, and here's the hook. When I first started my content agency, I had 0 experience, 0 portfolio, and 0 connections. This is me relating to the viewer. But in just 23 days, I was able to make 6 grand, establish credibility. I made sure to pop up a Stripe screenshot. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how I landed my first clients and built my business from scratch, all while learning the ropes as I went. This is me telling them what they'll get. And the best part is I did this working just 3 to 4 hours per day from my laptop while in college at just 17 years old. This is me adding the hook. So I just did this breakdown for you. Now for part 2, the body, it's going to be bullet points. Don't script the body word for word. Okay, you're going to use bullet points so you don't sound like a robot and can inject your expertise naturally. So split your body into 2 to 3 main points, then break those into bullet points. So here's an example body structure from the same 6K content agency video. Why a content agency? We live in an attention economy. Every business needs video content. So basically, as I'm recording, I'm going to glance at this bullet point, glance back at the camera lens, and then just elaborate from there. This way, the video remains authentic and natural rather than word for word scripts read off a teleprompter. It just doesn't feel natural. This is what 95% of our clients prefer, and we've tested both. So I'm not going to read all these. You can just pause and read the bullets, but then after that, we're going to slip in a mid-video CTA. So this is a small discrete call to action somewhere between the hook and the 30% mark of the video. Most viewers won't watch to the end, so make sure you capture them early with this CTA. So here's an example. And by the way, I don't push this offer anymore. This is just me reading from an old offer. But before I continue, if you want my help implementing the exact hybrid acquisition system I use to scale my content agency to 150K a month, hit the first link in the description. But that's it, back to the video. So by the way, guys, that's not me doing a CTA. There's no link for that in the description. This is just me reading out the example. So basically, we're just slipping this in between the hook and the 30% mark, usually right up around the 30% mark. And then we continue with the video. So this is me continuing the video. I just had a couple more bullet points to go over. And then for the outro, you want to do this word for word as well. This is your money moment. People who watch till the end are the most likely to buy. So here's your structure. Bridge from the body to the outro smoothly with a transition sentence, and then give them 2 options, and then just give them a clear CTA. So tell them exactly what to do next. So here's an example outro, transition sentence. So that's exactly how I went from absolute zero to make my first 6 grand in just 23 days with my content agency. Now you have 2 options. You can take everything I've shown you in this video and try to figure it out yourself, or you can click the first link in the description, watch my free training, and apply to get coached by me. Your call. I'll see you in the next one. Now let's talk about how to create thumbnails that get clicked. This is your packaging. Your thumbnail and title are 90% of the battle. If you ever hear me say packaging, by the way, I'm referring to the combination of the thumbnail and the title. The goal is to create a package so compelling that your ideal client can't help but click. And there's 4 elements to high converting thumbnails. Your face. Humans connect with faces. A clear, expressive photo of you builds trust and recognition. Your face should take up like 30% of the screen and show emotion that matches the video's energy. Please do not do any cringe Mr. Beast thumbnail faces, open mouth, hands on the face, whatever. Like you can do straight face, smiling, looking to the side. You don't need to do anything cringe. Next up, we have 4 words or less, so the title does the heavy lifting. The thumbnail text should be short, punchy, and create curiosity. So here's a couple examples. 108K in 82 days, 250 calls booked, 0 to 430K. These could all go in the thumbnail, combine that with my face, and we're solid. Next up, try and use familiar logos. So for example, for the Apollo video we did for Matt, we made sure to put the Apollo logo in the thumbnail. If I'm making a video about YouTube, I can put the YouTube logo there. If I'm making a video about how to get agency clients, I can use the Stripe logo. If I'm making a video about how to book sales calls, I can put the Calendly logo. You get the gist. Platforms, softwares, industry-specific tools, throw them in there. Also, make sure to use bright contrasting colors that pop from the background and stand out on the YouTube homepage or the search feed. Avoid dark, muddy colors because basically most users are on dark mode. So if you have a dark thumbnail, it doesn't really stand out that much from the background. So keep that in mind and try and use bright colors as well. It's always good to keep a consistent theme for your channel, but not too important. Now here's a couple examples. Here's what a good thumbnail looks like. Get paid making videos for beginners. This clearly catches your attention. I'm in some sort of penthouse with a ton of money and the text is very easy to read. I'm smiling, I look kind of trustworthy. And then after the eyes look at the thumbnail, then you glance at the title, you see what's a content agency, tutorial for beginners. It's very appealing and it performed 5.4 times better than the average video on my channel. Next, we have the Eddie Cumberbatch case study breakdown. So this is me breaking it all down. I have a cool like Miro board looking thingy behind me. I have Eddie's face and my face. We're both recognizable in this space. And then I have the monetary transformation. So actually I have no words in this thumbnail. I used purely numbers and it worked extremely well. Now here's some bad thumbnail examples. So how to profitably scale your ecom brand with email marketing. Looks like there's a spelling mistake on there too. Pretty sure it's missing an A. This is like a basic Canva template. It's absolutely fried. I feel like I don't even have to really explain myself. Also, the thumbnail text is just repeating the title. It's best to not do this. You know, this is one of those YouTube rules you should respect most of the time, but like sometimes rules are meant to be broken. Here's another example. I mean, this is straight up just no thumbnail. You can clearly see the difference between these 2 videos and these 2. Now here's a live channel analysis. What's working versus what's not. This is a channel called Link and they're facing the random content problem. So the business Link helps companies send iMessages blue text from their CRM with 40 to 45% response rates versus 12 to 15% for SMS. They also have a CRM and a couple other features, but the issue is they're just making random content. Like this type of video is not gonna get you customers for your software. And this one isn't either. This is gonna get like entrepreneurs and wannabes, not people who even have enough deal flow to consider a CRM. This is the same thing Symoné was doing. She was making random content that her ICP wouldn't even resonate with. So Link just isn't following the YouTube sales funnel system. Their content doesn't attract their ideal client, which is sales teams and business owners, or drive them toward booking calls. So here's what they should do instead. Action-based content for 50%. Top 5 CRMs for sales teams, complete comparison. What's the best CRM software in 2025? How to manage big sales teams without losing deals. How to send blue text from your CRM, step-by-step setup. Next up, we have educational content. Why blue text get 116% higher response rates than SMS. Why most CRMs kill your sales velocity and what to do instead. The future of sales, mobile first versus desktop CRMs. And then we have social proof, which is just case study breakdowns and client interviews. Now here's the fix. We're focusing on CRM comparisons, sales team management, case study breakdowns, client interviews, and this is what's going to position Link as the expert choice while providing massive value to sales leaders. This software breakdown playbook is the same playbook we ran on Matt's channel with the Apollo video, Clay videos, smart lead videos, every single main software in the lead generation space. We made a video of that on Matt's YouTube channel, and look at the results it got us, right? 10K a month in new agency clients. This is Evan Seach, and he's missing the missing pieces problem. That was a tongue twister. His business is a Facebook ad agency. He also does funnel building. He also has a consulting program on the same topic. Now, Evan's very good at what he does, but what he's missing based on my analysis is key elements that would 10x his results. So he doesn't have enough case study breakdowns. He needs more videos like how I helped this client make $1 million, or how he helped this client go from point A to point B, where he breaks down the exact steps. First, we looked at their sales call transcripts. Then we built this funnel. Then we scaled the ad spend from 20% every 48 to 72 hours. And then when the cost per call dropped below 300 KPI, we did this. This shows he's process oriented and builds massive authority. He's also missing granular service breakdown. So he should break down his service into individual parts and make videos about each one. How to script an ad hook that converts, 5 hooks versus 1 body, which Facebook ad strategy works better, how to increase show rates for high ticket sales calls, how to close leads from cold Facebook traffic. Once again, we're taking his service and breaking it down into specific pieces of content. And then he's not leveraging trending topics. Keep in mind, this should be a very, very minimal amount of your content, but it's still a great opportunity. For example, the new Meta Andromeda update, what it means for your ads, creative diversity, why your Facebook ads are failing, tier list, ranking the best Facebook ad funnels. These trends can be good because as long as you do it right, you can take that traffic and push it to the rest of your YouTube videos, as long as it's in an adjacent topic. He's also missing objection handling content. So he should make videos that handle common objections that he gets on sales calls. For example, why you shouldn't hire a Facebook ad agency, do this instead. So Evan has a really good setup offer, so he can take the angle that like, hey, I'm not a done for you agency, like we can do it done for you, but really you should run this yourself and know how to do it. So here's my setup offer. It's a very, very good angle, and he should talk about that on YouTube more. Next up, we have Facebook ads versus Google ads. What actually works to get you clients? Now, I don't have access to Evan's sales calls, so I took an assumption that this is something that comes up. And if it is, then this would be a good video. So overall, the fix here is more case study breakdowns, granular service content, trend catching videos, and objection handling content. This attracts smarter, higher value prospects with deeper pockets who are easier to close. So key takeaways: don't do random B2C content if you're targeting a B2B audience. And for Evan, make sure you make granular breakdowns and objection handling content. But the universal truth is the difference between success and failure on YouTube isn't talent or production quality. It's following a system that turns viewers into clients. Every piece of content must serve your sales funnel. So even if you're running paid ads or another marketing channel successfully, this is why you need organic YouTube content. Because I know some of you are probably thinking this is great, but I'm already running ads or doing another channel that works. Why do I need organic? But here's the reality. Organic doesn't replace your ads or other marketing channels, it just supercharges them. Because there's a huge trust problem in today's market. People are scared to get scammed. Everyone's exhausted by the fake claims and false guarantees flooding the market. When everyone sees your ad, the first thing they do is research you. They'll click your profile, search you on Google, check out your content, and if they find nothing, or worse, if they find low quality content, they won't respond to your ad. But when they find hours of valuable long form content, something crazy happens. They feel like they're having a one-on-one conversation with you. It feels authentic. They watch your content, see the massive value you're providing, and think, holy crap, this is so valuable and this person is so smart, I need to hire them. This is why organic content lowers your CPA. People do their due diligence before booking calls. And I know this because back when I used to get clients from cold outreach, I got much higher response rates after I optimized my profile, added a website to my bio, and started posting YouTube videos. People would research me before even responding. Conveniently, Google owns YouTube, so if you're posting consistently, you'll rank on Google as long as you're using the right strategy. Just like I showed you with Matt's Apollo video ranking #1, even Symoné's ranking on Google and some of our other clients. I noticed the same thing with my clients who run ads. Their CPAs all drop once they have their YouTube system dialed in. Market variability requires multiple channels. There's natural variability in all markets. Your ads are going to crush one week and underperform the next. Your CPA fluctuates, then Q4 hits, everyone's spending on ads, CPMs get expensive. You need another client acquisition channel to offset the variability from paid ads. And here's the ROI math that changes everything. Organic is extremely profitable because my CPA is basically $0. Sure, it takes me 30 minutes to record each YouTube video and I value my time at $1K an hour, so that's already $500 gone. And then on top of that, I have the video cost, but that one YouTube video brings me a customer and my lifetime value is 5 figures. So that's literally a 20x ROAS. So good luck getting anything above a 10 ROAS on your paid ad funnel. Organic YouTube is by far the best for long-term compound growth and trust building. Your organic content becomes a permanent asset that works 24/7 to pre-qualify prospects and build authority and lower your overall acquisition costs across all channels. So if you want me to handle this all done for you, just click the first link in the description or message me on Instagram, the word YT. You just have to record for 30 minutes per week and let us handle the rest. Or you have two other options. Like I was saying earlier, you can try and do this yourself. Maybe it'll work long term, but you're probably going to fail or just fall off track. Or you can just treat this like every other YouTube video, watch it and do nothing. I'm sure you don't want to do that, and I'm sure you want to become an authority and sign clients from YouTube like clockwork. So if you do, hit the first link in the description or DM me on Instagram, the word YT. If you want to watch another video, just hit the one on screen and I'll see you in the next video.